times. And as he explained yesterday, it's him and a pal talking about their old drinking days.
In college, yeah.
In college.
I think it's fun. I think it's a fun podcast. It's one of the ones I think it's the only one this year I've done via Zoom. So.
Oh, this isn't a person who's here.
No, she's in Arizona.
I see. All right. A buddy of mine has just headed out to Phoenix for a bachelor party.
Bachelor party.
Bachelor party. Hey, our friend Tom Papa is going to be on the show. We'll have him on the phone around 4:20. He's not in town yet, but he's doing the Weekend at Hilarities. The family reunion tour is going to get him here Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I think the Saturday shows are all sold out. So you can see him. There's a 7 o'clock show on Thursday. That's tomorrow night. And then 7 and 9:30 on Friday. But those Saturday shows are sold out. Love talking to Tom Papa. So around 4:20, we'll catch up with him.
Love going to see Tom Papa, too.
Yeah, he's great.
He's my parents' probably their favorite comedian.
Oh, yeah?
Every time that he's in town, my mom's like, can you get us Tom Papa tickets? I'm like, of course.
Yeah.
So I took care of that.
There you go.
So they're going Friday.
And then the Poundcake Sports Break is going to be later on today around 5:20 as well. Tomorrow, it's a short show because it's the Guardians season opener. They're going to be in Kansas City to play the Royals. Our friend Gab Cruz is going to sit in for a bit. But we'll be off at 4:10. So just a couple of hours, and then we'll slide over. And we'll get your Guardians season opener going. And then next Friday is the Guardians home opener on the 15th against San Francisco Giants. And we will be doing the show live downtown at Pizza 216. So we hope you can come by and pregame with us. Powered by Budweiser, the Major League beer. So the 15th, Guardians home opener. And they announced today now, again, I'm not one to complain, but I like credit where credit is due. The Guardians set out a big old press release this morning about all of their opening day festivities for the home opener. Not a single mention of the Alan Cox Show live downtown at Pizza 216. Here we are, one of the most prominent shows on their FM flagship station.
They could have given us a little shout out. It's probably...
I'm saying.
Yeah.
They will honor the 75th anniversary of Larry... Is it Doby? Mm-hmm. Larry Doby. He was the first black player in the American League. Tom Hanks, of course, they announced with a great fanfare that he will throw out the ceremonial first pitch. He will throw it to Larry Doby Jr. Now, what I would like to see is, I would like them to break from convention a bit. You're only going to have one inaugural Guardians home opener. I would like to see Tom Hanks and Larry Doby Jr. playing catch in the outfield. I think that would be fun. Why not? Tom Hanks is shooting a film in Pittsburgh. He's just coming up the road.
Pittsburgh.
Can you imagine being in Pittsburgh in the next few days, Bill?
I could absolutely imagine that. As a matter of fact, I will be in Pittsburgh this Friday.
What?
At the Arcade Comedy Theater. You can get tickets at billsquire.com.
Oh, my goodness.
They're $15, which is a steal. And
What?
It's BYOB.
Ah.
So bring your own beverage so you can, have a pretty affordable night out.
It's a bargain at twice the price. Could it be bring your own burrito? Do they specify the B?
I don't think so. I think you could probably bring a burrito if you want it.
Do they serve food at the Arcade Comedy Theater?
I don't believe they do. I think they're just for the arts.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. And get those tickets. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Also in Guardians news, they locked up Jose Ramirez for 5 years. I think
I saw that.
$125 million.
Well, at first I had read that the Padres were really pushing hard to get him, but I didn't know if that was just a little bit of rumor mongering that was going out there. That they have been making overtures.
I'm sure
to him.
Yeah, I'm sure they're making a push. He's a good player.
J. Ram re-signs with the Guardians, a 5-year, $124 million contract extension with a full no-trade clause.
And I believe
he's guaranteed $150 million with this year and the pickup of an option next year.
Ooh,
think about that. You're guaranteed $150 million. Whatever happens to you, let's say in the offseason, he's in some kind of thresher accident. He's doing some...
You got to be careful because there are clauses in there there might be a no thresher clause. So it's got to be something that's really act of God situation.
I mean, I assume fully guaranteed means,
Well,
irrespective of what happens, you're getting this money.
Yeah, I guess it's probably more about, but they always will look for a way to not pay it if they don't have to.
Yeah.
They have all sorts of stuff like that. Usually it's more in the lines of like criminal type stuff. But if you're doing something that is dangerous, that could void your contract too. Because you have.
I remember when
your priority's gotta
Roethlisberger was
be-
crashed on that motorcycle, and they were like, "We're not. It'll be fine." He was already half touched in the head.
But there are some players. There are some players that have messed up their. I think Kellen Winslow messed up his contract. Kellen Winslow Jr. because he also got into a motorcycle accident.
Yeah.
And so he lost some money. Because
You better really be at the top of your game if you're going to be doing stuff. I understand that even if you're an athlete, you want to live a life. But, man, if I had that kind of money on the line, I would be walking around in a friggin' bubble wrap suit. Wasn't it Trevor Bauer who, like, cut his pinky on a drone or something
Yep.
in the offseason when he was with the Indians? And I'm like, oh, my God. So, anyway, Cleveland had famously committed, like, $0 to players beyond this season. And so I think the Padres thought they had a real shot at getting Jose Ramirez. Would that have reunited him with Mike Clevenger?
yeah.
They were on the same team here.
They'd be on the same team. And
So they had been talking to him. They were pretty deep in conversations, as I understood it. And so they finally got him locked up because the Padres were like, we'd really like you to come to San Diego.
I think they got a pretty good deal because if he was on the open market, I think he'd probably get $200 million.
Yeah.
Maybe not, but it's. I feel like that's a good investment for one of the best players in baseball.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're throwing him a lot of money instead of trading him. And there's good prospects coming up, too. So, I mean, it's, but anyway, so I know that he's a very, very popular figure in Cleveland sports. And so I'm sure people are happy to, we don't have Frankie Lindor anymore. I think people are very happy to see J Ram. Do they call him J Ram? Did anybody call him J Ram?
J-Ram.
Okay. Out there on the field.
What was that Lindor contract that he got? He got like $300 million.
Yeah, he got a ton of money. Yeah.
Oh my God, these people just annoy me.
Why?
That's just so much.
Why not be paid for, listen, even if you make a good living, it's very difficult to determine how much you are worth. They've got data if you're an athlete, right? For my purposes, right, I always have ratings. I always have revenue, things like that. I can go, here's how much money I make for the radio station. Here's what my ratings are, right? But you could no matter how successful you are, you could always make the case that you're not paid what you're worth. And if these guys can make 9 figures, I say, God bless you. Good for you. Where's J Ram from? Is he from the Dominican Republic or something like that?
I think so.
There you go.
I'm
These guys who come from these other countries who aspire to be, he's from the Dominican Republic. He's from Bani in the DR. So you go, here's a guy who is living the dream. I don't know if he still has family back. I would have to imagine that he does. I'm sure he does, right? And you could provide for your family a life they could have never dreamed.
No,
and
that's generational
that's
wealth.
a good, yes.
I mean, that's
9
not just
figures
taking-
is more than generational wealth.
That is.
I don't even know if he's married. I don't know anything about him. But I know he's popular, and the Guardians locked him up. So he'll be there until he's in his mid-30s, which is when you're getting kind of long in the tooth in sports. Not so much in baseball, but,
The last big contract that this is the biggest contract the Indians have, or the Guardians have ever handed out. And the last large one that they handed out was to Edwin Encarnacion, 3 years for $60 million.
And he came from the Blue Jays. Yeah, that's my C team, Toronto Blue Jays. I was happy when he came. Trevor Bauer cut his finger playing in the World Series, somebody said. Oh, I got that wrong.
No,
I
thought he was. It was in the World Series, but he's playing with a drone during the World Series.
Yeah.
That's why it was upsetting. because he missed a start or something.
Right.
Maybe 2.
How do you explain that to the front office?
No.
Larry
I
Doby
like
Jr. is on Billy Joel's road crew, someone says. Wow, how about that? Wild.
And also, considering Billy Joel doesn't really do the road.
Yeah.
He just says, come see me
At Madison Square
MSG.
Garden. That's right.
Well, I'm very happy about this. Jose. J. Ram. Locked up.
J. Ram. Denise, who is one of our bureau chiefs in Las Vegas, she bounces around quite a bit. She was in Vegas. I think she's in Maryland now. Alan, please tell Poundcake there's a great drag bar in Vegas that he has to go to called The Garden.
Okay.
And by the way, I know exactly where that is. It's in the Arts District because when my wife dragged me to the Zach Bagans Haunted Museum and we had dinner at another place in the Arts District, we passed The Garden. They got rainbow flags all over the place.
I'm here for it.
So you should go there. I know exactly where that is.
I had that conversation with my mom last night. She's trying to switch it up on us now. She still wants to go, but she's like, what's down the street from the Golden Nugget? I'm like, Mom, I'm not trying to stay in no ghetto. Can we just focus?
But none of that is ghetto. What are you talking about? What is she worried about?
She was like, we didn't know. She didn't know that we had to pay resort fees. So she was like, oh, there's a room. So essentially whatever our room would be for 4 days is double. I'm like, yeah, it's Vegas. It's going to be expensive. She's like, well, can't we get somewhere that doesn't have resort fees? I'm like, so then it won't be a resort. It's going to be like some Motel 6. And so she was like, well, just look in the surrounding area. I'm like, they're all resorts. It's Vegas.
Right.
Any place that doesn't have a resort is going to be like a motel, a Days Inn, something like that. And chances are they probably push those things off the strip because they want to make all the money from the resorts. So I don't want to step out of, I want somewhere where I can walk to the bars safely, and I don't want to get mugged on my way home.
Yeah. By the way, at the Golden Nugget, you are not that far from that Arts District. It's
I know.
like right down Casino Boulevard.
I'm down for the Golden Nugget.
You're going to be right there, yeah.
Someone DM'd me, and they were like, oh, you're not getting any sleep. And I'm like, what do you mean? Gunshots? What? They're like, no, just imagine.
What do you mean gunshots?
I don't know. But he was like, you're not going to get any sleep. He was like, just imagine it's like opening day or like it's the Browns tailgate up underneath your window. That's essentially what's
Well, yeah,
staying at
that's
the
why
Golden
they have
Nugget.
blackout curtains in the rooms. Because if you just pull your regular curtains, it's going to be neon flashing all night. You're right by the Neon Museum, by the way, at the Golden Nugget.
They're like, imagine like Browns opener or Browns tailgate just outside your window. That's what you're looking for all day and all night.
When was the last Browns tailgate you attended?
I think it was with Erica. I don't remember. I've only been
when we used to do them for the station? Or you guys just went?
That may have been the last one, but I have gone separately, like just with friends, a handful of them, and people recognize me. They recognize my voice. They'll come out of their little trailers. They're like, is that Poundcake?
Sure.
I'm like,
instantly recognizable.
You were just taking a crap in your trailer, and you're coming out here to greet me? I'm like, did you wash your hands?
How do you know they were taking a crap in their trailer?
Because there's no reason why they need to be in a trailer there. Like, they're all the drinks are outside. They have their little lawn chair set up. What you in that trailer doing besides taking a crap? Nothing.
Some people are in there to chill while they're trying to get their second wind. They're just sitting and, so they're not outside drinking all the time.
Nope, because once I heard, is that Poundcake? I heard the back of the trailer shake like the dude was just getting up off the toilet. And I hear, hey, man, it is Poundcake. It is you.
Yeah, he was coming to see you. He's very excited.
And then when I got a big load, I go put it in there. Well, I do want to be friends with everyone just so I can go poop in their trailer so I don't have to, where do you go? Is there porta potties there?
Yeah, there are porta potties and long lines. Yeah.
Ooh, no, I just want an AC and I'll poop in their trailer. Be your friend.
Hey, man, can I get up there and drop a deuce in your RV?
Well, I'm not going to ask.
They'd be like, I just met you. Oh, you want to get on and quiet? Oh, that's a party foul.
No. I'm just saying, we're friends.
It's like a band on the road. There's no number two.
No.
On the bus.
Yeah. If I have to have somebody else do it first. If I see someone else from their team, I'm like, oh.
Breaks the seal.
Yeah, I just was following, Davis. Davis did it before me. And my poop is just on top of his.
Alan, the Best Western Plus is the only hotel on the Strip without resort fees.
That's what I'm talking about.
Why didn't you guys stay at the Best Western Plus?
Because the Golden Nugget popped up first. Oh. This was already sorted out. We had the date in mind. We already reserved the room.
So your mom's already throwing a wrench into this.
This is why my family doesn't go on vacation.
But do you think she's trying to get out of it?
No, she wants to go see Derek Huff. She is just cheap. She is cheap by nature. It is not her fault. She has been this way her entire life.
Why don't you guys?
Go on vacations.
But why don't you guys just go for like fly out, stay over, go see the show the next day, and fly out the next day?
That's not worth my while.
Huh?
It's not. I mean,
it would cost you less though.
But I'm okay with a little more cost for.
And how long are you going to be there?
Like 4 days.
I guess that's not so bad. No. I was going to say, man, after like day 3 or 4, you're like, I got to get the hell out of here.
No, we will fly in either Thursday or Thursday night and then be flying back Monday or Monday night.
I mean, technically, you don't even need a hotel in Vegas.
No.
Everything's open 24/7.
I'm not going to treat Vegas like I treat Pride. That's exactly.
He's got to sleep.
That's exactly what I did with Columbus Pride.
You just crash out on a couch.
You sleep on the way home.
No.
You find a guy, he's got some dust in a bag, you stay wide awake.
That's what I did before Fancy was booking our trips to Pride. I would be like, oh no, you just go there and you find a group of friends or you find a guy, which is completely dangerous. I don't co-sign this now, but that's what we used to do back in the day. You go find a guy and you stay at his place. So you're cheating, essentially. You don't have to rent a room because you're just going to be going home with somebody anyways. That's a waste of money. It's bad. Don't do that, kids and adults.
You're going to be right along Glitter Gulch. You're going to have fun. You'll have a good time over there.
Yep, I'm on a diet.
Al and I banged a hooker in a Motel 6 in Vegas. It was nice.
Best day of his life.
The hooker or the hotel?
I remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Yeah. All right. I just got back from staying at the Planet Hollywood in the middle of the Strip. Tell Cody it's the perfect Jesus, I didn't even know there were any Planet Hollywoods left. Is that the last one?
Yeah, I think
in the United States. I'm sure there's one in I'm sure there's one in Wuhan or something, but wow. Now a lot of people go to the camper to roll one up. That's what I'm saying.
Too.
Some
That's
people
what he was doing.
Some people go in there just to kind of kick it. It's nice. You're not,
This wasn't one of those. It was one of those. It looked like something that would be used in like Woodstock. It was one of those trailers, just painted brown. So it wasn't a big one. I don't think anyone was going in there to roll one up. I would have smelled that.
Painted brown. Looked like a giant turd or a blunt. Subliminal advertising.
If I was listening close enough, if it had been a little quieter, I could have heard his
sure.
cheeks coming off the seat and then be like, is that pound cake?
That's what you wanted to hear when you were out there. Hey, man, what's up?
No, because there's no water.
Hold on, what was that? I got a break. I'll have 7 Dust tickets for you. As promised, they're doing the 21st anniversary of Animosity on tour. It's going to bring them to the Agora on May the 1st. So if you want to see them, I'll hook you up after the break. 35192 if you want to text, and we'll be